I lost all my gloves already. Bro, Google's playing games. No sugar. So I'm about to pull up to the Jasper Sky Tram, and you can even see up here like the wildfires really like ravaged through here. It's all just stripped down trees, and what a luscious forest. It's just bare trees. So I made it to the Sky Tram here. Just about to board my cable car up with Whistler Mountain, and then I'm gonna summit it, try to at least. And it's like about a 2-kilometer hike, so round trip, like maybe an hour and a half round trip. Hopefully, like there's not too much snow up there. Very, very clear sky today, so let's hope I can do it. Just topped off the cable car. So that's Pyramid Mountain. That's at the base of there where that lake is. That's actually where I stayed last night, Pyramid Lake. Wow. What a view. Super clear sky. The guy's like, yeah, this is like one of the best days you can be here. It's no clouds, super clear. What a view. Mount Robinson. There's one mountain there that's like completely white peak. It might be this one. The tallest mountain in the Canadian Rockies. Highest peak. Even though it is, you know, fairly short, it is definitely not easy because it is very steep. I would give it a moderate hike, but it isn't something you can just do in one go. You have to take breaks. But the view, everywhere you look, just a perfect day for it. Perfect day. I couldn't have gotten luckier. Amazing. Like here, this portion is very steep. It's very like inclined to the side. You're kind of putting weight on one leg. Tough. Probably like 70% done. You can start to get a more panoramic view of what's around you. Well, so I probably did about 80%. And then basically up to here, from this point on, it's just straight snow. And this bottom portion to start here is actually like knee deep. So I don't know if it's worth it to continue. Me not having like, you know, poles, and there's like really not many people up here. I don't know if it's worth it. But I can say I got to about 80% summit. Still a sick view though. Incredible views all around. Some mountain air at this elevation. I got 45 minutes to catch my sky tram, so it's gonna be a quick hike back down. But that was such an awesome hike, man. Sucks I couldn't get to the summit, but honestly, I don't know if you're gonna get much better views up there. Quick little pit stop before making it all the way down. Just wanted to get some background mountain shots. It is very steep. So on the way up, it was a pretty big struggle. On the way down, just gotta be careful so you don't slide with these rocks. Recommended good hiking boots for this. So there's Jasper town. And you can see all these trees have been burnt from the wildfires all the way down this valley. That's like where I came from, Icefields Parkway.
Dann nach Victoria, das verstehe ich total.
Back down from the mountain. I'm just gonna pump some gas and then start heading back out of Jasper. It's gonna be a long driving day. Look at all that wildfire damage, man. This whole valley was destroyed. Had a bit of a gear change. It's really hot today. I just kind of made my first stop here at Athabasca Falls. Check that out. There it is, Athabasca Falls. That's about it. So, next stop here is Goats and Glaciers Lookout. Pretty cool view. So what happened was I forgot to pull up my Google Drive itinerary before I left Jasper. So now I don't have any internet connection at this point. So I'm just gonna have to like go and watch the signs and remember kind of what I planned along the way. And if there's anything else, I'm just gonna have to just stop. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Hi there. Quick stop here. Don't know what this place is, but it's really nice. Again, no idea where I am, but it's a cool little viewpoint. That mountain there is Mushrooms Peak, 3,200 meters in elevation. Made another stop here. This is Studfield Glacier. It's kind of like an overflowing up there. But the main piece is like right here. There's also another glacier up there on top. Underneath here is the Athabasca River Valley. So that's where the river runs. Yeah, so this is Tangle Creek Falls. On a nice, bright, sunny day, this mist feels incredible. Look at the view. Woo! Stop. Man, what a crazy looking valley here. Just so deep. It's like carved out. Insane. Look how big these crows are. These ravens? Huge. Put the sweater back on because apparently this is the highest point on the Icefields Parkway. Very interesting. It's considered a subalpine zone. Here is Pado Lake Trail. It's about 0.6 kilometers. Might have been a bit too late in the day because the sun is casting a shadow over the lake. But yeah, it's a very, very blue lake, just like Lake Louise.
We got to leave, so you want to take the photo? Before
Made it here to Bow Lake. It's all still iced up. I guess we're at a higher altitude here, so it's a little bit lower temperature, I guess. My timing during the day was also not too great because the sun's on that side, right? So it's like all super reflective. So it's like, it's hard to get pictures here. I mean, it looks nice. Maybe photos or videos don't look that good, but in person it looks pretty good. So this is Crow's Foot Glacier. So that might be my last stop for the day on the Icefields Parkway. I might start heading towards Banff now. Unless I see anything random on the way, I might stop, but this is mainly what I wanted to see, so. See y'all tomorrow, or I might see you again. I don't know. We'll mostly see you tomorrow. So, good morning, y'all. New day. Today's gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna go to Yoho National Park, actually. This was actually not part of my original itinerary. I just kind of made this up last night. So it's kind of gonna go with the flow. We'll see what happens today. Let's go to Yoho. So Yoho is actually in British Columbia. I would officially be able to say that I've stepped foot in BC. I've been in BC before, but like I haven't like gone anywhere. I just went to like the airport, right, in Vancouver. I'll finally have that opportunity today. Here we go, crossing into Yoho National Park and crossing into British Columbia. First time on British Columbia roads. It's a cool looking lake. So I just pulled up to Emerald Lake. Ooh, can you canoe on this lake? I might do it for a ridiculous price. Okay, never mind. $100 for 1 hour? That is crazy. But I mean, the views are kind of sick though. Look at this. Green color. Look at the color of this thing, man. That's crazy. Uh-oh, that doesn't look good. Not good. I thought about walking the trail kind of around the lake, but I'm not so sure if I want to risk it with these clouds here. Yeah, so I actually decided to do a smaller trail. It's called the Hamilton Falls Trail. On the poster it said 30 minutes, so that's not bad. Significant different perspective. Just kind of taking advantage of all these little viewpoints along the way. Yeah, so it actually started raining again. I think I might go back. There's not a lot of people on this trail. There's so many people standing by like the main area that they don't even do this trail. There's actually way better viewpoints along the trail. Well, never mind. Looks like the sun came back out. En route to Hamilton Falls once again. So, no, I did not find Hamilton Falls yet, but turns out the view on this side is actually much better. This is kind of the backside. What's behind the lake here. Some more mountains. And then there's the main lake, Emerald Lake. So that was totally worth the trail. Definitely, I think, better views on this side. It's less crowded. If you come here, do the trail. Back to the car we go. Anyway, so that's the end of the trail here. Back at the beginning, back at the parking lot. All right, just pulled up to the next spot. It's called the Natural Bridge. Water is just like blasting through the rock. So no one said you can't go here, but it's really accessible. And not gonna lie, it's kind of dangerous, but just gotta watch your step. So the trail to go back out, back to the parking lot right there. I don't know if y'all can see it, but there's actually a train going through the woods here. I think it's a cargo train that's like doing like the Rocky Mountain Passage or whatever. So that was a really quick change of weather, and it was mad scary because I'm driving around all these hills, and it's the winds are incredible. And there's like rocks flying, so I'm just like, alright, I better not stop under any of these cliffs and like not just a rock slide or some shit. Holy, alright. So I just decided to pull a and start heading back towards Banff because I don't want to get stuck here in like any rainstorm or whatever, because driving back, it's freaking dangerous along those cliffs. So I pulled a Yui. Call it quits for Yoho today. So I came back to Banff. For today, I'm done. I think I'm just gonna go back to the hotel and then also just like prepare to check out for tomorrow. You know, get all my stuff ready, pack up nicely, so I have enough time, and then just kind of start my day early tomorrow. So yeah, back at the hotel. So of course, first is the toilet as always. I got a room with 2 beds because it was actually pretty cheap. So fridge, dining table. My stuff was just kind of here. That's the room. Hey yo, good morning y'all. It's my last full day in Banff here. Off to the first location, Cave and Basins, National Historic Site. There's the Banff sign. Back in Banff. So I've made it to Cave and Basins, National Historic Site. That's the gift shop, and then even further down is the actual entrance to the cave and basin thing. So yesterday it was raining like crazy, right? Initially I had booked my Banff gondola ticket for yesterday, and then because I decided to go to Yoho yesterday, I was like, okay, let me just switch it to Friday. So I did, not knowing what the weather situation was going to be. And so yeah, it ended up working out, and now today is a beautiful clear sky sunny day. So yeah, it was like $9, and she said that basically you can see the same stuff that on the tour that you can see by yourself. So this is basically like a natural hot spring, and it's inside of a cave. You can smell the sulfur. So here's the hot spring. If my boys from Iceland are watching this vlog, you guys know exactly how this smells. A couple of openings in the cave. You can really feel the heat, natural hot spring heat from the water. Here's a map of all the national parks in Canada. And in Ontario we have number 7, number 10. Number 7 is Point Peel, number 10 is Thousand Islands, and then number 18 is Rideau Canal for the National Historic Site. Yeah, so I just had this Parks Canada girl tell me about like what this stuff is down here. And apparently it's like bacteria that forms at the bottom of the basin, and then it like just floats up, and they don't touch anything. And there's like some, you know, the endangered snails and all that stuff, so they're all just kind of like floating up here, swimming around. There's apparently 2 more sites on this place with water. This is one of the other little ponds here, and you can see like these little fishes. I don't know if you can see, but they're called mosquito fish. It's like a little swamp area, but it is basically like a thermal spring. Here's the last pool, thermal spring. You can kind of see it's like bubbling. That's where the water's coming from. That was pretty cool. I did see some hot springs in different other parts of the world. This was unique to see here in Canada. Same kind of smell that I got in Iceland, so. But they did mention that the heat for this water source is not through lava or magma. The water travels pretty far beneath the ground, and in this part of the world, Every, I think she said 100 meters, the water heats up like 2 degrees and it goes down like 3 kilometers apparently, this water, before it comes up. So it gets heated up pretty crazy. Here we are on Sulphur Mountain. Let's take the Banff gondola up.
Okay, hop on in for me. Have a good time.
Made it to the top. Sick views, great day, clear skies. Look at that lake, hella blue. That is Mount Aylmer. Okay. Here's Banff down here. Crazy views. I'm gonna actually hike this boardwalk and go all the way up to the observation deck. Final day, final mountaintop views. Pretty sick. Just like how I saw on top of Whistler's Mountain. Just mountains for as far as the eye can see. One thing I didn't realize was actually how cold it's going to be up here. It's actually so windy. Made it to the top. Literally everywhere you look is just a postcard. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Only thing to be aware of is there's going to be a lot of people up here because it's really accessible. So it's just not as private as like a normal hike. So I got a notification on my phone that Palantir is jumping in price, and now here I am looking at stocks on top of a mountain. Making my way back down. And I'm at this like Banff poutine place. I've wanted to try this place since the first day I saw it. And it's been closed. I finally came into town, and I'm gonna try it. So here we are. When in doubt, always go with a classic poutine. Can't go wrong. Let's give it a try. Nice thick fries, crispy fries, thick cheese curds, nice gravy. It's good. Actually, I came to this spot called Surprise Viewpoint Corner. It's a view of the main hotel in Banff. I forgot what it's called, the Fairmont Chateau or something. A bit of people over there, so I'm just gonna wait for a little bit before that area clears. There it is, that famous hotel. Anyway, one night at the hotel is apparently $800. And I guess that's it for Banff. And who knows when I'll be back, but I will be back. I'm on my way to Calgary now, and I thought I'd just add one more thing before I'm done. I'm gonna try and check out the Calgary Tower, and then make my way to the airport after that. Made it to Calgary, the tower right there in the middle. It looks pretty small, honestly. I thought it'd be taller. So, yeah, I managed to get in and get a ticket. And tower entrance. So we went from high-rising mountains to now high-rising towers. Okay, I was literally just walking on this and I did not even realize. Barely, but you can like just see the mountains all in the background. Yeah, definitely it's a little bit better on this side. See all those mountains. Decent observation deck. Good views, 360 views. You can see the mountains, you can see the buildings. Not bad. For $24, not bad. Oh, there is the Scotiabank Saddle Dome. At the airport now, and I'm pretty early, and my flight is delayed, so I'm just kind of looking for the lounge right now. So I made it to the Air Canada Lounge. It was actually in a different concourse, but they got great food here. A lot of vegetarian options. I'll show you that real quick. So yeah, starting off, they got chicken noodle soup, butternut squash, pumpkin seeds, almonds, dried cranberries, pecans. When you come to the salads, you got macaroni salad, you got salad, some mild cheddar cheese, crispy chow mein, a bunch of different dressings, balsamic, Caesar, ranch, all these things, some wraps, cake, mashed potatoes, spinach tortellini. Yeah, that's it for the hot food. And you got drinks over here, and then some snacks, chips, cookies. It's just a small sample of what I got. So I got some macaroni salad, some salad with balsamic vinaigrette, butternut squash soup, got a Coke. They have some other stuff there. A lot of vegetarian options. So I won't be vlogging the actual business class flight because I'm actually running out of storage. So I'm kind of like down to like the last few minutes of footage that I can record. I do hope all of this was entertaining for you guys, and I hope you enjoyed coming along with me on my crazy single adventure. So, guys, we're at that point. It is officially time for me to end this vlog and say goodbye to Calgary. This trip was truly eye-opening and amazing. The experiences were incredible. I'm sure you all must have, seen the exact same views that I would have seen. I tried to capture it the best way possible, tried to capture the feeling, and truly unmatched. Everything was just beyond what I expected. Signing out of the Banff vlog. See you guys.